Hello, Libra and Libran energy. Welcome to your December reading. Now, I recorded and aired the Ophiuchus reading as an all signs guidance for you in advance because it will help put things into perspective for you as I navigate your energy for this month. With that said, take readings how they resonate for you and don't force anything to fit. I always recommend noting the house that each sign rules for you in your birth chart so you better understand how it affects that particular area of your life, regardless of how I give the reading. As an example, I may use romance examples, but if it's your 10th house ruler, it may pertain more to career or authority figures in your life. Okay, Libra, let's get into the cards. Overall energies with the tops and bottoms of the decks. The overall energy talks about self deception and divine order. The white buffalo calf woman version of the temperance card says that the hurt of one hurts all, and the honor of one honors all. Initiating divine order and change is imminent. There must be balance in all things. It is asking you to reflect back on divine conversations you had with an enlightened person, to see the hidden duality of things, to check your 12th house synastries with others, especially someone from your past, and realize all that truly exists is God and your mirrors. With the wall and the crack, light is just starting to break the surface for you this month after being put under immense spiritual pressure. You may be panicking over things or people that are acting quote unquote unpredictably, and that is likely because your own shadows are in the way. You have a fear of opening up and put walls up in your mind that shut others out that were meant to alleviate the pressure breaking you open right now. The High Priestess and the King of Pentacles may be especially significant if an earth sign rules your 12th house. You may have deep hidden wounds or fears surrounding money, paternal or provider energy, or how you manifest. Life may constantly feel like Sisyphus trying to roll a boulder up a mountain only for it to plummet back down to the beginning and you have to start over from square one. Life may feel like labor to no end and that all your efforts are futile, like you're damned for being honest, but there is more to it than that. Sisyphus was driven by hate and plotted to quote unquote undo his brother and betrayed one of Zeus's secrets. You may not realize how sibling rivalry is affecting your hidden motives, how hidden hatred or deep hatred has turned itself against you. And if you have divine gifts of intuition or foresight, you may be using them in a very frowned upon way. Until you heal this, you will always be damned to repeat this cycle of building, nearly reaching the top and having everything you could ever want and watching it all collapse. You aren't realizing just how much these deeply rooted and hidden hatreds affect your choices and by default your life. You're deceiving yourself and bleeding on those who didn't cut you. Dishonoring your divine gifts and using them against others is a blasphemous offense. As we get into the rest of the spread, the theme cards show the vampirism version of the Emperor card and the intuitive creatrix version of the Empress card featuring yours truly, as well as the Akashic Record World card clarifying the Emperor and the Angel Bethesda version of the Death card clarifying the Empress. They came out with the Prison. The Vampiric Emperor is about abuse of power and leadership. someone who enslaves others or uses others for their own empowerment. They are cruel and don't care how the pain they put on others affects them after they've been used up and no longer serve their aspirations and goals. Whoever this emperor is, they met Saturn's gift, a soul who mastered many lifetimes. As you can see, the golden chain of charms the soul wears is proof of mastery over the lifetimes they've lived. They've gained revelation about other dimensions of being and consciousness through divine witnessing. The book they just mastered is titled Old You, New You, One You, Two You. This empress came to you as the angel Bethesda to heal you of your ignorance and cleanse you of repeat regret. They came to show you the way out of this Sisyphus cycle you've gotten yourself into. The light from her fingers is glowing with the symbol of Pluto, an agent of deep transformation and healing. The man in the pool screams at God, blaming God for hating him, when their force of will and ego fail. In reality, this figure has no reason to be angry with God. God gave them the gifts they have to use for good for themselves and others. They are truly angry at themselves for not listening to that voice of God within themselves. The Emperor and the Empress are the highest divine counterparts. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Divine counterparts can be friends, they could be people that we work with, they could be family members. We can have multiple highly aligned divine counterparts. Obviously, romantic divine counterparts stand out to us the most, but it doesn't mean we don't share this kind of high connection with multiple other people in our life. The Emperor and the Empress, being these highest divine counterparts, their presence in each other's lives serves to bring about the most profound and highest healing. Whoever the Empress counterpart is, they said something to the Emperor counterpart. Were trying to communicate a truth to them, and they weren't listening. The Empress was looking right at them as they spoke it, and the Emperor was just looking forward, letting it go in one ear and out the other. Didn't give it another thought, wrote it off for whatever reason. It feels like one of them, the Empress, was able to lock up their shadows, their demons. Like, not today, Satan, not ever. While the other is still a prisoner to their demons, their wounds. Unless the Emperor individual allows the wisdom of the healed counterpart to truly touch them, they are doomed to continue in their futile and laborious boulder up the mountain games. The month starts with going back into tumultuous emotional landscapes where the emotions are out of control, i.e., not sovereign. Someone else's choices are greatly affecting you. What or how they are doing or not doing is upsetting you and disturbing your peace. Even if you look calm on the surface, the inner world is a mess. Chances are you are being highly emotionally reactive. The Page of Cups comes out with the Queen of Swords reversed, which tells me one of two things. You are either apologizing to someone and coming at them from page energy, small and childish or immature, because you haven't leveled up yet to give a sincere and proper or rightfully due apology that includes changed behavior and acknowledgement of what you did that was in fact wrong, which they have some sharp words for and don't want to hear it, or you are apologizing while also undercutting the person you're apologizing to with false accusations that you are presenting as truths. Like, I'm sorry for this, but you did that. And quote unquote, that isn't accurate or even true, let alone justifying of your behavior. Either way, it results in the Three of Swords with the Ace of Swords. The truth is, you are in a great deal of pain and refusing to accept the healing of your pain as your responsibility. And it's going to keep you in this perpetual state of emotional agony and heartbreak. No one else can heal your pain, your wounds, but you. And if you don't heal it, it will keep ripping open and getting worse every time over time. The Reaper is standing just beyond the figure in the Death card. And it's essentially crunch time because this individual will either heal by embracing the power of the Empress, the angel Bethesda, or they will succumb to their wounds and the Reaper will have its day. When Yin leads, the world is paradise. The Empress energy reminds the Emperor to use their intuition, to listen to that voice of God that is their intuition within them, and lock their demons away for good. With your ruling planet being Venus, this may be especially significant if Neptune, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Saturn, or Pluto are aspecting your natal Venus exact this month, or your natal Neptune, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Saturn, or Pluto are aspecting exact with the current Venus, or the rest of those planets as they move through their transits in some way. You may also have other significant placements, especially your big three, Sun, Moon, Rising, in the signs of Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, or Capricorn, in addition to your Libran energy. Or you have Neptune, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Saturn, or Pluto in Libra, or in one of those signs. This may be more significant, even more significant, if one of those signs rules your 12th house, or if you have any of those planets in or traveling through your 1st, 2nd, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 12th house. Libra, I do hope this message has helped you, especially in regard to the house that Libra rules for you, because that's where this energy is going to be the most significant. Okay? Much love to you always. Stay blessed. And always remember, you are the harmony the world needs, the justice of the divine, and the reason why fair is fair. Cheers, Libra. I do hope you have a wonderful holiday season this month. Until we next meet, take care.